Now, tell me, what's been the most memorable part of the trip thus far?
Oh, let's see. I have to say, going through Portland, going through Seattle, going through the Canadian border, going to Vancouver, visiting the major city, and spending 2 days in Whistler, where it's much better than any part of the Bay Area will ever be.
Why is that?
Because it actually looks decent. I don't have to deal with a bunch of dumbasses. So that has been my most memorable part of the trip.
So, what exactly which part of dumbass is missing here as opposed to the Bay Area?
Well, let's see here. I guess first of all, you don't have to deal with the dumbass drivers up here like you do in San Francisco.
What do you think about the speed limit?
I think the speed limit sucks. I mean, shoot. It's almost like you're idling through the roads here. Driving like a grandma. Gee, I can see everything. Shoot, I can read everything on the road. Instead of just, hitting the accelerator like you should and going about your business and enjoying the scene.
Do you think you'd feel that the Bay Area was better looking if you drove slower? So you get a little better look at it?
I think if you actually went through the Bay Area driving slow, you'd really see what a hellhole that is. And then you'd really see why, why you can say, why the hell would anyone want to live in this? Well, hellhole I would call it. I could say something else, but in case, the parents, viewers are watching this tape right now, I'll keep my language clean. I just have to say, the Bay Area is a real crap hole.
Why do you live in the Bay Area?
Beats the hell out of me.
It's one of those mysteries like, why am I here? What's the meaning of life?
It's like, why am I here? What's the meaning of life? What's the purpose of life? What's the purpose of living in this hellhole? And they say that San Francisco is the most glamorous place to visit. I like to ask the person who thinks that, because they're full of crap as far as I'm concerned. But aside from that, I just live in the most screwed up area in the whole country, world, whatever you want to call it. So I'm just, so thrilled to be here in Whistler, where everybody is cool and you get to see a lot of beautiful women that wouldn't, don't talk to you for any reason, which is a bunch of crap. Let's see. You get to see a lot of rain. You get to see mountains, a lot of glamorous views. So it's been awesome. Us in the Bay Area, we just get to see a lot of dumbasses.
You looking forward to tomorrow's ride in the rain?
I look absolutely just forward to death riding in the rain tomorrow. You know why? Because it actually will wash my bike. And it should be fun.
Right. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it myself. Looking forward to seeing, I guess we'll probably head north up 99 and then head south once. I don't know what the name of the freeway is, but should be good.
Yes, the trip should be excellent because we're on our bikes. We get to enjoy all the clean air that San Francisco doesn't offer us. We get to see the nice scenery, which San Francisco again doesn't offer us. We get to be in a decent country where...
Would you consider moving here?
I would consider maybe moving to Vancouver because Vancouver is actually clean. San Francisco just looks like a dump.
Well, where's Matt right now?
Matt is getting a massage, probably by Mr. Studley Bubba, with these big muscles and really squeezing him real hard and saying, "My, what? You seem pretty tense there, Mr. Powers." And he's probably really wanting to be massaged by a nice blondie therapist that would say, "Oh, Mr. Powers, you are just so muscular. I wish I could have a muscular man right now." And then he kind of, wakes up from dozing off and realizes, "Oh, shoot, I got Mr. Bubba working on me right now."
Is Matt going to be in a good mood when he gets back?
I don't know. It depends on how well Mr. Bubba does. Mr. Bubba may give Matt such a good massage that he'll be enjoying himself and think, "Well, that was very relaxing, except for I just had this big dude giving me a massage, and it was just like wrong. When I could have had a nice blondie or brunette or whatever type of woman Matt would prefer. I don't know, but I'm sure that he'll have a good time with Bubba. Bubba will treat him right.
Hold on a second. Please stop this thing.
Push the red button.
So, Jeremy, how many brothers do you have?
4.
What are their names?
Actually, 3. Sorry, messed up on that. You can see how real brainless I am. Nathaniel, Elijah, and Joseph.
Are you the youngest?
No. Second oldest.
Do you live with any of them?
No.
What do you think about chocolate ice cream?
I think it's fabulous.
Fabulous?
I think it's, as they say, fabby.
What are you going to have for dinner tonight?
I don't know. I'd like to have a steak, but I can't afford it, so maybe I'll hit Matt up.
What were you thinking when your bike fell over?
I was thinking, this is a real turd.
Let me think. Are you looking forward to buying something tax-free in Oregon?
Yes, I am, as a matter of fact.
You're trying to avoid the taxes of your good state of California?
Yes, I am, because Oregon has no sales tax, because they're smart. California has these stupid taxes that our stupid politicians have given us, it seems as though, but I could be wrong. It's always nice to pay 8% tax in California, which makes everything just an outstanding ripoff.
You know they pay 9 1/4 here?
Well, it seems as though they're paying 15% here in Canada, which is crap. But on the other hand, the US dollars are lower than the Canadian dollars. So, makes it, I guess, interesting.
Huh. So, what do you think about Harley Davidson?
I think they're a turd.
How about Ford?
They're a turd.
Chevy?
Well, if you're talking Chevy, then you're talking about a real vehicle. You ride a Harley, I mean, you ride it as far as you want to walk it.
As far as you want to walk it. Okay.
And, with the Ford, I mean, Ford describes itself, fixed or repaired daily. Or fast only rolling downhill. Kind of depends on, those things you want to use, or you could just say, Ford backwards. Driver returns on foot.
If you could change anything about the world, what would you change?
Well, let's see here. I'd make it so you can actually pick up women. And, I'd make it so that you can go out and have a good time without having a bunch of morons bugging you. Let's see here. What else? There's just a lot of things, breathing clean air instead of breathing foul ass.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Living in a place where you can actually, okay. That's, not that funny. I'm just, being realistic here.
I understand.
The person behind the camera is just rolling, so.
So, if you could visit anywhere in the world, where would you go?
I'd have to say I'd go anywhere but the U.S., because the U.S. is boring.
You're pretty consistent there, Jeremy.
Let's see, I think I'd like to go visit Europe.
Yeah? Which part of Europe?
I don't know. Some place where they have beautiful women and the cost isn't that high.
Maybe Iceland?
Oh, sure. What the hell? Freeze to death.
How about Greece?
Oh, sure. What the hell? I guess they have good food, good people, I suppose. I've never been there, but from what I heard, it's pretty interesting. Can't understand a damn word they're saying, so that's not going to really help me out.
Do you like baklava?
Oh, sure. Just a good old famous country food. Whatever it is. What the hell? Gotta try something new.
Absolutely.
That's right. So, Justin, what have you enjoyed most about this whole trip so far?
I guess I enjoyed the motorcycle ride itself so far. Actually getting out on my bike. I've owned it for over a year now. And actually getting to go out for 4 days and ride around, taking the corners, going through the Avenue of the Giants. That was really fantastic. The weather's been really good all the way up until today. Spending time with Matt and yourself has actually been really fun. Enjoyed just getting away. I was just on that trip in Germany, so I really didn't need a huge break, but I really wanted to go out on a ride, see different states, Oregon, Washington, now we're in British Columbia, so the whole trip, the variety of the different places that we've seen has been pretty fantastic. And I'm feeling good, and I'm looking forward to the next 4 days.
So tell me, what have you enjoyed about staying here?
This place, I like the the actual spot we're in. It's nice furniture. It's cozy. It's quiet. We got a nice little balcony to sit out on, fresh air. I like the fact that we have a table to sit at. We played some cards earlier. Nice accommodations, whatever. It's central to the area, Whistler. Go walking around, checking things out, spending money I shouldn't be spending. We got a kitchen to cook in, and it's really nice. It's at the base of the mountain in the hills with trees, etc. So it's all good.
Well, would you suggest anyone, including yourself, coming back here?
Absolutely. Next time I come, though, there's going to be 10 feet of snow on the ground. And I'm going to be coming back. I'll be skiing that humongous hill behind us. Should be fantastic. I haven't been skiing for about 6 years, so a chance to come back here maybe in this like early spring, February, March, if I don't end up paying $5,000 in taxes this year.
Well, let's see here. Tell me, do you like a lot of the places that you've seen better than the Bay Area, or can you compare the two, or tell me your thoughts, between here and the ride so far, compared to San Francisco.
Well, unlike yourself, I actually find San Francisco fairly alluring. Living in the city, I like San Francisco because it has plenty of things to do, plenty of things to occupy your time with, such as theaters, food, excellent food, parks. All the live music acts come through San Francisco, although I don't get to see quite as few as I would like, or quite as many as I would like. I like the hills in San Francisco, the variety of different buildings. Now, Seattle is pretty interesting itself. I think I can see the comparison that people make between Seattle and San Francisco. It's got a nice skyline, plenty of older buildings, lots of trees. San Francisco doesn't have as many trees for sure, but I like Seattle quite a bit. Didn't really get to see a great deal of Vancouver, but it's in a pretty location with the mountains and the straits right there. So I don't know if I can really compare them. I think they're both special. All the spots that we've visited have been special in their own way. I wish we could have stopped in Portland for a little while, but I'm looking forward actually to taking some smaller roads now that we've made it through Oregon, Washington, and into British Columbia, swinging east, I guess, and going down some of the more isolated roads, some of the two-lane roads, or two one-way roads, and seeing some of the small towns, some of the more rural landscapes. For instance, the ride coming up here was just fantastic with the rivers, the lakes, the trees. So all that's good, and I expect more of the same.
So would you suggest anyone taking a ride up here, or driving up here, or flying, or what kind of tell the people about the way of getting up here and kind of what to look for on the way up?
Well, if you're a motorcyclist, then I would say that this is definitely worth the trip. I was telling people before we headed up that we were going to be taking this trip, and they, motorcyclists themselves, cringed a bit, just because of the ass factor. Their ass is killing them on the way up. But just the fact that you get to see a little more, I think, on a motorcycle. You're not confined within a vehicle with the body around you, etc. You get to feel the road. You can stop anytime you want. I guess you can do that in a car, but it just feels a little more free in a motorcycle. I mean, if you only have like 3 or 4 days, of course, I'd suggest to people that they fly up. And I'm probably going to fly up during the winter when I come back and go skiing someday. But summer trip on a motorcycle is just fantastic. It's nothing quite like riding a motorcycle in the cool air, taking corners swiftly and enjoyably. Spending time with your friends, really, it's good for camaraderie. It's being able to see some of the wildlife. I saw my first bald eagle the other day, which was really cool. It was sitting in about half a foot of water. I don't know if it was fishing or if it caught a fish or what, but it was fantastic. That was from the road. So we're going to be going further into the interior. I'm looking forward to seeing maybe some other wildlife from the fringe. If it hadn't been raining, we might have taken a wildlife tour, but as it is, spending time with you, the wildebeest, so it's almost like National Geographic.
Well, that's good. I'm glad you enjoyed yourself.
Yeah, sweet.
Do you miss your wife?
Of course, I miss her. I'm sure she would love this trip. I know she would have loved it. All the places to see, shopping in Whistler, just the trip on the road. I know she would love that. She would have been all over going down and seeing the whales. Too bad we didn't get to do that, but as it is, man, it's a really good chance to enjoy the motorcycles, enjoy the scenery, see little towns and areas that you haven't been able to see before. You get a lot of time on the motorcycle just to kind of like relax and kind of meditate on your life, on things to come, things past, and it's very enjoyable. I think I always come away on a trip like that with a clearer mind and more of a focus on where I want to be, where I want to go.
So now you've been to Europe, you live in America, and you visited Canada.
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica.
Yep.
So What countries do you like the best, or would it be like the best from each country that you visited?
That's a good question. I definitely like the. Well, everywhere I go, I'm kind of a nature person, so I look at the landscapes quite a bit. I'd say I enjoy the land management of the Europeans, for sure. The fact that the towns are generally pretty small. There's, for instance, in Germany, there's always farmland around the different towns, so you don't feel overcrowded or cramped in. Minus the large cities like Berlin or Hamburg. There's no straight corners in Europe, right? Everything's on a curve, kind of follows the natural curves of the environment, and I think that's probably because they've been building towns there for 1,000 years. So their original kind of town space was developed in Europe. Costa Rica, I thought was just amazing as far as the wildlife was concerned. The rainforest, being able to walk around and just feel so much life, around you, the trees, the plants, the animal life. There's new species of animals and bugs that they're finding all the time. Swimming in the dolphins. It was for me like the absolute closest I felt to nature. Being able to swim off the coast of Costa Rica with the last old growth forest in Central America on the Pacific coast, with dolphins at the same time, and sea turtles and birds flying right over the water to fish. It was incredible. I mean, it was fantastic. And then being able to walk around, in shorts and a t-shirt in December was really cool as well. Canada was also amazing just because of the girth of tremendous forests, pine and cedar, and here's Matt.
Oh, look at that.
So, and in the United States, I think you gotta like it because it's, I was born and raised there. I can appreciate all the different little nuances, the effort people go through, I think, to entertain themselves, and in some places to really kind of squeeze as much creativity and character out of their lives as possible. So that's always really enjoyable. Let's get this, man.
Cool.
Left-hand side should be flipped with the camera. And on the back of the cord button here, you have to turn to standby for lock.
Okay, Moo. How was the massage? Well, that's interesting. Yeah. Yeah, something like that happened to me once, right? No. Oh, yeah. Ah, shit. So, enjoying your stay so far? That good, huh? Oh, you got a case of the shies, huh? How about we try a little bee spy? Bee spy. Come on, baby, come on!
Poor fella.
Moo's not in the mood for a bee spy.
He just doesn't...
We'll get Moo when he's in a better mood. Oh! Moo doesn't get in a better mood. Moo's cranky boy the whole time. Record.
Well, like I was telling them before I went on camera, me and Scott were doing the inhaler one time at his dad's house. Asses straight up in the air, trying to get that air going into the sphincter tunnel. And as we're blowing some serious air out, I just happen to look over at Scott and see something fly up in the air and land on the carpet, on the other side of him. And Scott didn't know it. And so I just kindly said to Scott, I think you just blew a big chunk of shit out of your ass. And he goes, is that so? And I go, yeah, you might want to look to the side. And as he looked over, he goes, ah! It's crap! And so he kindly had to put his shirt over the crap so that, I didn't have to see that. And he brings back some TP and he grabs the big ball of crap right off the floor and puts it in the bathroom. And I said, that was a turd. This is where we stayed in Canada. As you can see all the mountains, all the clouds going through it. Pretty awesome. And this is the motel we stayed in, called the Cascade Lodge. There's the pool. Little village over there. tree. And the shopping village. And this is where we stayed. There's the sun. My bike, after my accident. This poor thing.